Hello everyone. Thank you for watching another episode at Investing with All I See is W. Today, I wanted to make this video to give you daily updates on the top 10 biotech companies that I feel will add significant value to your investment portfolio. But first, before I begin, I'd like to inform you that the information I'm sharing with you should be used as guidance information only, and anytime when you make an investment decision in a stock or a company, please do your own investment research. Let's get started. So the 10 companies I wanted to share with you are Inovio Pharmaceuticals, IBIO, Moderna, Novavax, CODX, VXRT, VBIV Vaccines, RIGL Pharmaceuticals, Heat Biologics, and Sorrento Therapeutics. I'll go into detail for each company in terms of its updates and its future outlook and what I think the share price will hover to moving forward. Let's get started with ticker number 1. So as you can see, today Inovio Pharmaceuticals ended with the share price of $12.25 in the aftermarket. So it's looking pretty good today, although it wasn't a significant gain, but this is promising, just seeing that at least Inovio ends the week on a positive note. Well, let's look at the 5-day trend chart. So as you can see, the beginning of the week, Monday, it started off at $12.63, so it lost about 57 cents through the end of the week, which isn't so bad, but I foresee come September there will be positive news with it initiating phase 2 clinical trials in preparation for phase 3 as well. And what I foresee in phase 2, when Inovio tests its INO 4800 on unhealthy patients at hundreds of patients instead of 40 patients in the phase 1, we'll notice that it will demonstrate safety and efficacy, and there will be less occurrence of serious adverse event reportings compared to other companies, in my opinion. And what's so unique about this product is that it has a stable core temperature and a long shelf life, where you don't need to deploy this product and keep it in a controlled environment at a specific temperature, like frozen temperature. It's not needed. This vaccine is intended to be in room temperature, so that's the good thing. Okay, so that's ticker INO. I foresee that this company, come end of year, it may shoot up to $50 per share. That's my predictions. Now I'm going to go over to the next ticker, and this is IBIO by the ticker IBIO. So today it actually went up at a very high percentage, but throughout the day it hovered down. I know in the pre-market it was hovering at 20%, and when it opened at $2.40, and throughout the whole day it trended downward. And based on the information today, the reason why it shot up so much in the pre-market was that there was new news that IBIO has partnered with Plant Technology, because Plant Technology has an ACE2 FC block SARS-CoV-2 virus that they're working on that causes the COVID from infecting viral EC cells during in vitro studies. So that's promising results for IBIO, and I think this is a good approach to getting bigger in terms of collaboration, partnering up with other companies. So this is good news for IBIO, partnering up with Planet Technology, where it has a similar purpose, plant-based technology with the purpose of advancing healthcare. Now, to me, with IBIO, let's look at the 6-month trend chart here. With it previously hovering at around $7 to $6, with it being at the low $2, I foresee an upward trend up to like $4, and once it establishes ground at the $4 level, then that's when you'll start noticing an upward trend peak. But that's with respect to time and also milestones that IBIO will succeed and approach. Now, next ticker I wanted to share with you is Moderna by the ticker MRNA. Now, based on the 6-month trend chart, as you can see, back in July 17, this ticker almost hovered close to $100 here, but as you can see, it began hovering down to the high 60s. And to me, this company will have so much government support getting into phase 2 and phase 3, because why? This is the the #1 company in terms of being ahead and its ability to scale up. Now, there are some downsides to its product, for example, having to keep it at a very cold temperature. However, the fact that it has so much government funding and it's focused on a traditional RNA therapy that is known, then I feel like this company will eventually pass, get into phase 3, and then will likely get approval for use and potentially emergency use, and we don't know that. But I firmly believe that this company can hover above the $100 share price from what it previously did. We just don't know when, but there's a great opportunity that can actually happen even before any product approval, come with the seasonal changes once we start getting into September, October. Now I'm going to go over to the next ticker here, and that is Novavax. So as you can see, it went up by a few percentages. Novavax was awarded a patent for immunogenic Middle East respiratory syndrome coronavirus MERS-CoV compositions and methods yesterday. So that's great news for Novavax, as well as demonstrating that the vaccines they're making are actually intended to do what it's supposed to do. So that's good news. We know that just previously it was hovering close to $170, so it's taken a downward tumble close to the $100 range. But there may be potential growth here, given the fact that it's taken such a significant drop in that it has the nano flu that's underway for approval, as well as the COVID-19 that's underway in the phase 2 clinical trials. And the fact that it just got patented for immunogenic, that just solidifies that this product is able to do what it's supposed to do. So that's very good news with Novavax. To me, I think of this as a high quality company that won't fail you. If you look at the whole history of this company, look at these peaks right here. 146 back in 2016, 4 years ago. This peak was 103, 2016, and if you go further back, you'll see higher peaks. 215 5 years ago, 20 years ago, 282. So that just shows you the potential of Novavax. Now, next up is CODX. So as you can see, not much change here. This firm is in Utah with less than 40 employees, and it's working on diagnostics via nucleic acids. And what's unique is it has the Logix Smart COVID-19 test with high sensitivity and a 63 to 90 minute wait time for detection using PCR technology under a clinical laboratory professional using the product, which is great news. And to me, given the fact that, let's look at the 6-month trend chart here, we see this high peak hovering at $30 per share back in August 3rd, about 3 weeks ago. Now it's taken such a significant tumble down to $11. To me, I feel like it may get a run back. Most people may be afraid right now, right, because it's going down. But to me, I think, dollar costing down, let's say if you are an existing investor and you want a dollar cost down, this is a great opportunity. Or if you're a new investor, incrementally purchasing, if you believe in this company, then I think this is a great approach here. Now, one thing to keep in mind with CODX is that it now has new competitors in place, like the large-scale companies coming out like Abbott, that can be barriers to entry with companies like CODX, but it all depends on the cycle time. And given that CODX tests, it takes 63 minutes to 90 minutes to detect whether you have the virus. That's not so bad. That's within 2 hours time frame, which isn't a whole day. So I think that's a good opportunity for use within the United States, at least for now. Now, going over to the next ticker here is VXRT. Now, we should be hearing a response from the company because it filed its investigational new drug on its tablet medication for the COVID-19 just recently. Now, it takes about a month for the Food and Drug Administration to respond back. This is great news for VXRT, and one of the good things about this approach with its product is there's no need for needles, and when you deploy and ship these products out, you don't have to keep it cold, as medication is in a tablet form. You just have to take it orally. So it's much different. And the fact that its preclinical studies is being supported by Operation Warp Speed, you see government support also funding if or when this company demonstrate milestones. And I think that's going to be through the regulatory submission to the FDA, and that will dictate whether FDA provides concurrence for VXRT to move forward. But given the share price though, I mean, 623, this is a great buying opportunity for a potential VBIV IBIO run coming up soon for VXRT, and that's my prediction. Now I'm going to go over next to VBIV. So if we look at the 5-day trend chart, as you can see, before it opened on the day, it was like $3.17, and it shot up close to $5, which it did, and then it hovered back down. Today it's hovering at the $4 range. In the aftermarkets it's $4.12. But to me, there's so much institutional buy right now with this company. There's just more large-scale companies investing in VBIV, and a lot of financial analysts on Yahoo, Webull are raising its target price on VBIV. For example, one financial analyst recommended a $9 target for VBIV alone, so a one-fold increase to what it's currently at right now. So that's great news with VBIV, and it is also working on a single-dose COVID-19 vaccine as opposed to two, so that just shows that this vaccine may be the quality vaccine for the COVID-19 pandemic. And also VBIV is collaborating with the National Research Council of Canada to develop a pan-coronavirus vaccine candidate. So that's just great news, knowing that VBIV is establishing partnerships in Canada and United States to build on the program for the COVID-19, as well as its array of other product lines that's available for VBIV. So I'm foreseeing a double-digit share price by the end of this year for VBIV. So let's hold on tight and let's not ignore this company, because it recently had a run this week of like mid 30% increase. Now I'm going to go over to RIGL Pharmaceuticals by the ticker RIGL. This drug is currently in phase 2, intended for COVID-19 pneumonia, where the target is on the spleen of the tyrosine kinase. And I like this company because it's a small scale company. It's priced fairly low, $2.44 at the moment. And to me, I like its product where its medication is to support and treat the symptoms that are coming from the COVID-19 experience, for example, the pneumonia. So this company has treatment for the COVID-19 pneumonia, things that we don't think about. And the fact that the company had previously gone from like $1.82 back in July, and it shot up to $4.13. I do foresee the $4 range being broken by the end of this year. And why? Because I feel like its product is going to be needed, and it's going to demonstrate in phase 2 safety and efficacy potentially, and possibly in phase 3 as well. And once phase 3 is demonstrated with safety and efficacy, then its product line will get approved by the FDA, and then it can start commercializing the product for use or potentially emergency use authorization. So I foresee that at least can go up the $5 range for RIGL Pharmaceuticals. Now next I'm going to go over to Heat Biologics, HTBX. So what we know about HTBX is it previously had its run as well, similar to the IBIO and VBIV run, in the recent 2 weeks ahead. As you can see today, it hovered up 11%, including the after hours percentage. And let's look at the 6-month trend chart here. So back in July 6th, it was 84 cents, and it shot up to $3.62, while now it's currently at $1.34. And if you're considering buy low, sell high, this is, to me, is buying low and selling high above the prior resistance value, because I firmly believe that given the milestone that HTBX had recently gone through with demonstrating T-cell response with its GP96 based COVID-19 candidate vaccine, where the experiment was done at the University of Miami Medicine. It's showing promising results, and I'm forecasting a share price of $5 as the company matures its COVID-19 program. So let's not ignore HTBX on the East Coast with the Florida scientists. Last up is Sorrento Therapeutics by the ticker SRNE. This company will likely receive emergency use authorization, EUA, from the FDA, likely, which is going to be exciting news, and that's my emotional forecasting. What we know is Columbia University has ownership of the saliva test, and that test is actually licensed to Sorrento Therapeutics. And Sorrento Therapeutics just acquired Smart Farm Therapeutics, and this company specializes in gene-encoded therapeutics that aligns with what Sorrento Therapeutics is doing with its programs for the biotechnology. So it fits in quite well as establishing a more robust COVID-19 platform. So to me, given the share price of Sorrento Therapeutics at $8.19, given that it previously hovered at $20, this is a 60% off buying opportunity. So you do the math there, and once it hits its run, the return on investment will be significantly high, and that will be the positive proceeds that you'll be gaining. So there, I wanted to end it, and I hope that you found that this video was value in terms of daily updates on these top 10 biotech tickers that I feel will add value to your investment portfolio. But if you felt like this video was value add, please consider liking this video and consider subscribing to my channel so I can continue producing more related content. Now, thanks again so much for watching another episode at Investing with All I See Is W. Thank you.